Snake. Peace Walker's being controlled from the control tower. It's to the northeast. Get going. We'll be there to back you up.
I've got it, Miller.
Damn, that base is even more heavily guarded than Amanda's men said it would be.
No kidding. It's gonna be tough to crack without some serious hardware.
You may end up having to fight fire with fire, so be ready to use force if necessary.
He's not kidding.
Take as many weapons and items as you can carry. The more protection you have, the better.
Seriously, listen to
Roger.
Kaz.
I'll keep that in mind when I pick my suit.
I'll meet up with you ASAP, Snake. Hang tight for just a little longer.
You got it.
So for this one, we are not going to use the sneaking suit. We are going to use the battle dress, which we unlocked for fighting Peace Walker the first time. And we're going to bring some pretty heavy weaponry. The battle dress allows you to choose 3 weapons instead of 2, which the sneaking suit has. So you have a lot more opportunities to shoot things, which is good. This mission is probably one of the toughest in the game, just because it's one of the only ones that really makes you fight a whole bunch of people, so you really need to be, like, ready here. And I'm just picking the rest of my stuff. I don't really need a lot of this, but we're gonna take Fulton's. I don't really plan on leaving many survivors, if you know what I mean. And by do you know what I mean I'm going to kill everybody. Yeah, this is one of the few missions where I would say it's kind of not really, like, I wouldn't say it's useful to sneak around.
The control tower that's controlling Peace Walker is located to the northeast. Go back east the way you came, then head north from there.
So yeah, we gotta backtrack through this area. We were just here in the last video, and immediately they know where we are, so like I said, sneaking, not really an option here. I don't even know if you can sneak by, because I think automatically everyone just always knows where you are forever. I've played this with friends before, and they have rolled off of the top there to, you know, just instead of just dropping down from the ladder, and if you do that, you will die. You will immediately die, because your roll is so, I get the length of it automatically just throws you right off the stage, so that's a thing. So don't roll, that's what I'm saying. Alright, those 2 are dead, they cannot be Fultoned. Yeah, Snake kind of becomes an unstoppable force when you give him the battle dress. I'm still getting shot a lot, but if I was using the sneaking suit or anything else, I would have already died. So that's a thing. And now we're going to go back to the other area that had the kidnapper last time. This area has been opened up a little bit so that we can actually get to new areas, so that the whole mission isn't just backtracking, because that would be really pointless. This is a good area to just kind of ignore things. Take care of the kidnappers, but the people in the room I usually like to just run by. The kidnappers are different because they'll, you know, kidnap you, and that guy was really cheap. He too has a battle dress, but I think it's fairly obvious that mine's better. Yeah, oh boy. It's not like this is a, you know, it's not like you level up in this game for killing a lot of people. So you don't need to take care of these people. If it's easier for you, just run by. That's really my advice here. Just run by these people. I'm not going to follow my own advice, though, because I'm better than that. That made me sound really douchey, but oh well. So this part's pretty fun. because there's a lot of explosions.
This terrain leaves you
This series isn't very action-oriented, so when they do have action sequences, they are pretty fun to do. Because we just blew up that kidnapper, we blew up that walkway, we're gonna shoot that guy. I would compare this to the part in the third game where you are being chased by the Shagohod and you're just killing a whole bunch of people, only this time you're doing it on foot and not in Eva's motorcycle. The Shagohod part is better, I will say, but this is still pretty fun. Yeah, not much to say here, I'm just blowing shit up. What you have to do is crouch over there by the debris and just kind of go under it. So, let's say you get past that. Don't think that that's just like a invisible wall now. I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but you get a trophy. I think it's called You're Pretty Good. If you shoot a soldier right in in between his ass cheeks. I'm not even kidding. It's if you get him right square in the ass.
It'll be sent out shortly.
You will get a trophy for that, and the enemies act pretty funny because they will hold their asses and kind of just fall over. It's pretty funny. I think that guy was doing it, or he was holding his back. I don't know. I probably won't be able to show it off just because I'm not specifically trying to shoot anyone right in the ass. Let's get this POW. He's probably the only person we're going to save here. Because Snake's kind of in a take no prisoners kind of mentality right now, or at least I am. Well, I am, so that means Snake is as well. So this part's pretty fun, because as Miller said, the gate is closing and you need to get there before it closes, otherwise you're gonna not have a good time. I've never actually had the gate close on me, because it's going so slowly. I'm not exactly sure what happens if it closes. Maybe it'll give you a prompt to open it back up, but I don't know. I don't know if you can get trapped in here. I'd like to experiment with that maybe one day. It's stuff like that that I like to know in video games. Alright, that's not the button. Here it is. Keep pressing it. I don't know if it works like in Metal Gear Solid 1, where if you keep pressing the button, the elevator comes faster. I don't know. So this area is really cool, because this game, like a lot of other Metal Gear Solid games, has a theme song. You know, 3 it was Snake Eater. I forget what it was in 4. I guess I would just say it was the old Snake theme, but in this game it is called Heaven's Divide. It is sung by Donna Burke, who also does the theme of Metal Gear Solid 5, Sins of the Father. And it's really good. Heaven's Divide is a really good song. It's not as good as Snake Eater, but I think at this point, since we don't have a really good, like, solid, clean version of Sins of the Father, I think it's a better song than Sins of the Father. So that'll play when you're starting to win this battle, or like a certain amount of time into it, but this isn't that hard as long as you stay in cover and are always shooting. Like, don't ever stop shooting. There is a gun turret outside that you can use to take down the helicopter and the people that are somewhat far away. So keep that in mind when you're doing this. You have to set up either artillery strikes or just plain old supply markers. Yeah, Miller tells you not to go outside, but fuck you, Miller. I need to be outside for supplies. And here's Heaven's Divide.
cold as the dark. Now my words are frosted with every breath. Still the hate burns wild, growing inside this heart. When the wind changes course, when the stars align, I will reach out to you and leave this all behind. When heavens divide. When heavens divide, I will see the choices within my hands. How can we ever protect and fight with our tiny souls? Let me shine like the sun through the doubts and fear. Do you feel the storm approach as the end draws near? When heavens divide, time will come to softly lay me down. Then I can see a face that I long to see. And for you, oh, I would give anything, leaving a trace for
So that's Heaven's Divide. I think it's a really great song, and that's a pretty fun mission because you just get to let loose, which the series doesn't let you do that often.